Wonderful people, I want to especially welcome you to another powerful edition of SMS. SMS has to do with sex and marriage solutions. Let me just share something with you. There's a young man that actually got married, in fact, to a very powerful young lady, beautiful young lady. And I want to let you know something that within the space of 1 week, my God, within 1 week, this marriage relationship was over. This marriage relationship just lasted for just 1 week and they call it quits. It's so disgusting and all the rest of them. And I work with a lot of young people and I want to share with you what you need to do or who you need to become before you say I do, or before you say I love you, or before you fall in love with somebody. There are 5 things that you need to be as a man. There are 5 things that you also need to become as a woman before you fall into a love relationship that will definitely lead into marriage. Number 1 is that you must be a visionary person. Yes, you must become a visionary person. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, you must become a visionary person. When you marry a man or a woman that do not have vision, that relationship may not last. The person needs to have a vision concerning his life, concerning her life. The person also needs to have a vision concerning his or her career. The person also needs to have a vision that has to do with his or her relationship with God, and a vision that has to do with his or her relationship with finance. So it's important that different aspects of the person's life must actually work together with your vision in order for you people to have a very strong and powerful marriage relationship. So what have I said? I say that you must make sure that you become a person of vision, whether you are a man or you are a woman. Most times the men have the vision or the woman does not have the vision. You might cause a lot of friction in the process. And most times the woman has a vision and the man do not have a vision, so it also affects the relationship. All right, the second thing that you need to become as a woman, as a man, before you say I love you or before you get into a relationship with somebody, is that you need to become a person of responsibility. Marriage has to do with responsibility. When you pregnant a woman, you need to bear the responsibility. There are a lot of young people who are just authentic and professional sperm donors. Yes, they cannot take responsibility. A man pregnanted a lady, and they were in that relationship and pregnanted the lady, and by the time the lady became pregnant, the man was so scared and tried to manage the situation, and it came to a point where the woman gave birth to twins. Yes, 2 girls, and the guy ran away till date. And unfortunately, the lady woke up and discovered, and so where's my husband and all that, because they have not actually consummated the marriage legally. And the lady collapsed out of pressure on how to take care of these young ladies. 2 young ladies. These 2 young ladies have actually grown now as we speak. That's so disheartening. So you don't need to get into someone who cannot pay bills, who cannot contribute to the family, whether he's a man or a woman. Hey, listen to me, guys. You are not permitted to stay or have any strong relationship with a lady who is not hardworking. Yes, you don't have anything to do with a man who sits at home all day and plays on social media, plays lotto or gambling or whatever. A man who prays from morning to night and he doesn't go out to go and work. You are the one that does the work. Such people are just a set of irresponsible people. You can actually know their habits. By their habits, you shall know them, whether they are responsible or not. Someone that shies away from responsibility, someone that shies away from paying bills, someone that shies away, maybe you have a problem, you talk to the woman and say, please, I have this problem, can you contribute? She cannot contribute. Or you have a problem while you're cutting or you're engaged and you ask the man, I have an issue, he cannot contribute. You find out that such kind of person is an irresponsible person. So you have to find a way and begin to run, because marriage is a very, very, very long journey that you can't afford to go with someone that is an irresponsible man and an irresponsible woman. The third thing that you need to become before you say I love you, before you get into a relationship, is this: you must be a person that is emotionally balanced. Yes, you must be a person that is emotionally balanced. There's a lot of upheavals when it has to do with marriage. Some people call it sanguine, melancholy, choleric, and all whatever. Temperaments are quite different, but the person has to have a denominator of emotional balance. The person must be balanced emotionally, because There might be delay in childbearing. You might give birth and the baby is abnormal. There might come to a point where there's no money in the house. There might come to a point where the children's school fees need to be paid. There might come to a point the pressure from in-laws will come upon you. Do you flare up? Or probably the woman talks to you in a way you don't like mistakenly, or the man talks to you the way that you don't like. How do you manage your emotions? So you find that the way you have an outburst of anger when you were single with your friends and your classmates and your career people, you are expected to do that when you are in a man's house. So it's imperative that you begin to look at yourself and begin to ask yourself, do I have the strength, emotional intelligence to manage a woman, to manage a very complex man, or some men who are erratic, or some women who are erratic, or some men who talk too much, who are nagging, or some women that are just like contentious women. They're always talking, creating issues. You must find a way to become an emotional man before you say yes to any damn sale. All right, finally, for today, you need to become a spiritual person. Yes, you need to become a person of integrity. Your word needs to be your word. You must love God from the depth of your heart. It doesn't matter how you are emotionally balanced. It doesn't matter whether you're a visionary person. It doesn't matter whether you're a person that is filled with absolute responsibility. When you get into a relationship, especially profitable relationship, you're going to have conflicts. You're going to have a lot of challenges around you. But your confidence in God is what sustains you. What if your wife has a breast cancer? What if your husband develops a pancreas disorder or kidney infection? How do you cope? You need to go back to God. Yes, you need to go back. Don't say God forbid. You need to go back to God. That is where the power of prayer comes into play. Let me share this with you before I round up what I'm just talking about when it has to do with spirituality. I got married to my wife. Yes, I'm just saying it online now. I just got married to my wife, and then within 3 weeks of our marriage, I discovered that she had fibroid. Yes, she had fibroid, and it was like, wow, just 3 weeks. Normally, if I didn't have God, normally if I'm not spiritual, normally if I don't have the audacity of faith to confront that situation, I confronted that situation by faith. I resisted the forces of the wicked. I confronted every activity that produces fibroid in the woman, and then we wait for medical attention. And I want to let you know that within 6 months, everything about the fibroid was over, and God blessed us with powerful 4 children who are doing powerfully. We're 2 boys and 2 girls. I don't know who I am talking to who is watching this video today. I want to speak to you that you need to begin to build your spiritual life as a single man, as a single woman. Your husband may not know how to pray. You pray as a woman. Your wife may not know how to pray. You also cover her up also as a man. I pray for you today. You will not walk into error. You will not walk into disaster. The hand of God is upon your life. I resist every activity of the wicked that wants to oppress your marriage. Are you engaged? I speak to you today that you will be emotionally stable. The spirit and the capacity to become a responsible man or woman is released over your life in the name of Jesus Christ. I speak over your body that you will not be dead by reason of infirmity today, in the precious mighty name of Jesus Christ. All right, I know that you have been inspired by this. If you're a single person or you're already married, newly married person, I want you to always contact me on +234 803 500 3594. It promises to be a time because your destiny, your marriage, your relationship is so powerful. Till I see you in the next video, I remain your friend and your brother, Barr Ikenna Emmanuel. I'm the privileged lead pastor of Faith House Leadership Churches worldwide. Till I see you the next video of SMS. SMS is Sex and Marriage Solutions. Do have a nice day. God bless you.
This is Faith House Leadership Church, one global leadership church, transforming lives and leading nations through God's light.